Anyways, onto a little bit more of a positive thing. We're apparently, as of we're recording this, well, technically it's Saturday right now, but on Friday, uh, on Netflix, like as we know, like there was going to be this Rocko's Modern Life TV movie coming to Nickelodeon called Static Cling, and the first trailer I think aired like was released in Comic-Con like in 2017, and then everything went quiet after that. Like there was like no developments. People were wondering what was going on, but apparently Netflix. I don't know how Netflix acquired the rights to Rocko's Modern Life Static Cling, but basically it's at home now at Netflix. And basically what Rocko's Modern Life Static Cling is about, it's about Rocko and his buddies. I'm guessing at the end of the series, I don't know. I think they blast off
Yeah,
into
they went into space.
yeah, they went to space, and they've been in space for like 20 years and whatnot, and so then they find a way to get back to Earth, and it's basically Earth 20 years later, which everyone still looks the exact same age, but the world around them has changed. Uh,
I mean, it is a cartoon.
Oh yeah, I'm not saying that's an issue. It's just a funny cartoon thing. I just find it funny that no one in this world has changed at all. But it's just a funny thing.
Yeah.
My experience with Rocko's Modern Life, the TV show, um, I never religiously watched it. I've watched a few episodes, but it wasn't one of those shows that really grabbed my attention. Like, I need to watch this. Like, the first three seasons of SpongeBob, or Drake and Josh, or especially Invader Zim. But from what I saw of Rocko's Modern Life, I liked it. I never religiously watched it. But like, what was your experience with the show?
I grew up watching a lot of the reruns on Nick, and yeah, I thought it was pretty good. I'd watch it whenever it was on. Nick at Night used to air it a bunch too. Um, I liked Rocko's Modern Life a lot. I thought it was really funny, and the crude humor was pretty up my alley. Um, I think that they did a really good job with the Static Cling movie, especially having it pick up like right where the series left off. Um, the only issue I really have with the movie is that it felt kind of short to me. It felt almost like a TV series pilot, which maybe that is what it is. Who knows?
Like, this was going to be
But
like a 1 hour special on Nickelodeon, but since it got dumped onto Netflix, it was 40 minutes because there were no commercial breaks. So
right,
yeah. Um, I agree. I thought Rocko's Modern Life Static Cling was pretty solid. Again, coming from someone who was never a religiously big fan of Rocko's Modern Life, I liked the show. I thought this was pretty solid. The characters were likable. The voice acting was really cool. The animation actually like is actually fits the show very well. Like it looks like a more cleaned up version of the original series' animation, and like a lot, some of the humor does really work. Like basically, there's like this one joke, you see it in the trailer where they're at the movie theater, they're watching this one superhero movie. I'm guessing it was a superhero that existed in that was a character, and he's all dark and gritty like Batman. He's like, this time it's personal, and like the 3D is actually punching Rocko, and like I thought that was pretty funny. um uh some stuff that I didn't particularly care for was that sometimes the future jokes got a little bit excessive, like the texting jokes for me.
yeah,
Like, initially it was funny, like how he said, I have the O phone 8, I just got the O phone 9, and then and then a worker comes out and puts a sticker that says the O phone 10. It's like, oh, we gotta go get it now. Like, again, I thought that was pretty funny, but like eventually, like when they like just the excessive text, like selfie stuff, like that got a bit much. And there was this one character, and I don't know why they had this as like a little quirk of his, but he would always constantly pick his nose. I was like, ah, God, why? Oh, I mean, I'm, I just that I don't know if that was supposed to be funny, but I really, really like that wasn't even that wasn't even like gross out funny to me. It was just gross. But uh another element of Static Cling that I was definitely not expecting was its representation of a transgendered woman.
Yeah.
Yeah, where I'm not going to say who it is. I mean, granted, there's been like news articles that posted about this, but if you don't know, there is a character who is apparently a transgendered woman, and this is something that you know, like we're already just starting to have gay characters in kids entertainment, like with Steven Universe or Adventure Time or an Arthur, uh
Yep.
but like jumping the gun and going straight to transgendered people, like that's ballsy, I gotta say. And I felt like they apparently, from what I've heard, even the creator who actually voices this character said like that they actually had help from the GLAD Association or whatever it is. GLAD,
Hmm.
yeah, they actually got GLAD to sort of help them out with how to portray this character in a way that fits the show's humor, but still in a respectful way. And
Right.
it was again, it's very ballsy for them to do this, and I thought it was portrayed very well and could open the doors to having more representation like this in kids entertainment.
Yeah. I didn't. I thought pretty much the same. That it was a very very big step forward. Um, I did, however, notice that when I was like googling info about the movie when you told me about it, because I hadn't really heard too much about Rocco's Static Cling um, before I had watched it. I was looking at some of like the user reviews, and you had those reviews from people that are like, there was a transgendered character in this. My children and I won't be watching any more of this. And I'm like, fine, you already watched the movie.
Uh, but yeah, that's basically Rocco's Modern Life Static Cling. Uh, I thought it was solid, and coming from someone who's not the biggest, not the biggest, fanboy of Rocco's Modern Life, I thought this was pretty solid.
I think people, both new fans, especially younger people, will definitely enjoy Rocker's Modern Life, and I think people that originally watched the show and maybe just grew up watching it too will also enjoy it. They, in my opinion, did a good job of like giving a good or doing a good job of representing all of the characters when changing from the end of season one to now, especially with how long it's been.
it's pretty good. It's on Netflix, so it's probably not going to go anywhere since it's a
Yep.
Netflix original. So there's that.